Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. I have another day for 30 Days of Sketches, Chrissy's Beautiful Life, Series 18, and today's sketch is by Joanna Goulding. And instead of the weaving that she has in her sketch, that I actually switched it up to just do strips of these tickets in one large tag. So hopefully you can see where I got my inspiration for this page. Um, I did originally think of using some scraps and creating the weaving, and quite frankly, I was just too lazy, and I still have a ton of these tickets to use up. So I thought this was a great way to use a good chunk of these and make a very pleasing background for this layout. So here you can see that I pulled tickets from the red and the yellow solid ones, and then from the gray and yellow stamp tickets, and then the middle is a very long tag that came in the ephemera for the 49 Market charcoal collection. So there is that main part of the background. And so then I had to put my pictures on. I did have a piece of ephemera that was a um, just kind of looks like a one of their big, larger layering pieces, kind of distressed looking around the edges. And so I did use some red ink and did some stamping on this piece of ephemera, and so I'm going to put my pictures on there. And so I did mat my pictures, or I'm going to mat the pictures first in some black, some of the remnants of my base of my album for this gift album. And then I'm going to put it on another piece of ephemera, which is right there, that striped black and white piece, to kind of uh, bring in the focal to the pictures, but still place it on that larger white piece with the stamped scripty stamping image on it. So here I'm just getting the edges trimmed down so it's just a thin uh, black mat on each of my photos, and I do kind of place it off to the right side of this ephemera piece because I am going to have that layer off the side of the page. So I do pull in this black doily as well, and I had this centerpiece here to so I can kind of, I do end up putting a butterfly on there that I wasn't sure if I was going to put some words or something else on there, but I do end up just putting one of the red butterflies on there, and that is just a good place to ground my butterfly and add some additional red color within that area. So here I'm getting that layered piece on there and cutting off the little bit of excess on there. And now I'm going to get my pictures on there. And so my title on this particular page is this gold piece of, I think it was probably a thicker or something from maybe Maggie Holmes. And it's in gold. It says Smile. And that long ticket in the middle of my background actually has a hole for a ticket, but I did not punch it out. And instead, I did find a piece of laser cut there of a bow with ribbon. And so I used that instead of some actual ribbon going through the hole. And so a couple extra pieces. I think the last piece I add on is just a white butterfly up there in the corner. And so that is pretty much going to wrap up this page. It came together very quickly. And hopefully you can see where I got the inspiration from today's sketch. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a like and subscribe if you're new here, and I will have close-up pictures here coming up right now. And in my description down below, you can find the link to my Instagram as well as my Pinterest accounts, where you can also find these images. And so thank you for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye.